Now my orange is popping.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give a warm, rousing applause to me. I have a Thusky University hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the merch for all my Thusky.
You said what?
Thusky.
I was like, you do not have a Thusky anything on.
I have Thusky deodorant on. You familiar with Thusky?
Yeah.
I have my Thusky hoodie on. Bad representation of what I just said. For all my Thusky humans out there, I could say just men, but there's there could be some women out there that feel Thusky.
Do you feel like Thusky can be applied to women? We're talking about universal words,
right?
Beautiful, handsome, hoe, Thusky. Do we say plus size men?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
I don't know if plus size is an insult.
It's not an insult. I'm just saying, do we say it to men?
Do y'all?
Because, like, literally our clothing is plus size women clothing. So, like, once you're above a size 12, it's called plus, like, additional sizing. Like,
right.
You're not. So, what is...
The funny thing is
it big and tall for men? Or
would you want a person to call you extra large?
No.
So, that's why they did a nice little...
But I'm just saying, like, all you have to do, I think in the world, if all you do was, like, size inclusive. Like, you come to the store, all the clothes are the same. Plus size clothing, it's gotten a lot better. Right. But it used to be, like, plus size clothing was the ugly stuff with printed flowers and leggings. Right. And that was all that was available, and that was in a separate section. Mm-hmm. So imagine rolling with your friends to the store, and they all shopping in one area, and then you have to go all the way to the other area. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, why can't all the clothes just go, all the clothes just go from whatever size, 0 to, I think 32 is what I've seen at some stores. Mm-hmm. And people that can then shop together. Like, it don't have to be in a secluded, if you could do the same or similar styles, or at least use similar fabric, don't be doing that insulting little.
Right. I thought we were talking about the names, not the actual.
Right. So I'm saying it comes from those, like, when you say plus size women, I just figure it comes from, like, how they label clothing. Like, for men, you'd be like, you got to go to the big and tall store for certain guys. Mm-hmm. But if it was all in, so I'm saying we'd eliminate the labels if the clothing was the same. You'd just be like.
Obviously, women have insecurities about their size, right?
Yeah.
So everything about women's titles are much lower than men. So our waistline are literal waistlines when it comes like 22, 29 inches around our waist.
Our jeans, we have jeans like that too, though. A lot of women can tell you, like, give me a 27 or something. Like, it might not be, like, people can go, certain brands of clothing go by waist size. Like,
right.
Yeah.
So why do you guys start off with 0, 1, 2, 3?
So that's like, I don't know who created that size.
Thing,
yeah, I don't.
They don't want everyone to say me and my man were the same size.
Right.
Even though we probably do.
Yeah.
But the fact that your numbers start off so low.
Yeah. So usually
we're never
jeans.
going to get as high as.
Usually it's our jeans. Like, a good pair of jeans is gonna go. Like the ones that you can just find in Walmart. No, but when you get a certain level of jeans, it goes by waist size.
And I don't even know why shoes made a difference. Why does shoes make a difference of, like, I wear a size 12 in men? Like why does that
Well, I don't
matter?
know. Does it mean that, like, I don't know. It's interesting because I would just assume that maybe men, I don't know, structurally, are y'all's feet different?
No, I don't. I don't know. I hope not. That's weird.
Y'all got different feet.
and the fact that our clothes are not titled plus size, or our modeling are not titled plus size.
Yeah.
And I think it just became like bonus. It feels like we have some bonus clothing. So it's a plus size versus us. It's just like extra large. Like, we're going to be very specific.
I mean, like, our clothes are also called extra. Like, you will go and find a double XL or 2XL or 3XL and women's stuff too.
Right. But do you tell them, do you have this in extra large? You say that? Oh, I thought you guys had.
Like, it depends, like shirts and stuff like that. Like, you have to know, like, 4 different clothing sizes when you shop as a woman.
Yeah, because you got to know your bust too, right?
Yeah, bust, but, like, yeah, so especially, like, bras and stuff, that's a whole, honey, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. We got 6 people in here.
Hey, welcome to the festivities.
So just to let y'all know, this is the episode for next week, right?
Yes. This will be for Wednesday for you guys here in the live feed. So you will be part of our next week's upload.
So we're talking in the future.
We're talking in the future. You guys who are watching now are listening from the past. Welcome to another episode of RAC with Twillz and
Lack.
/
It rhymes. When you
Lack.
do Twillz and Lack.
But the thing is, I'm never supposed to
You're
be
what?
here. I'm never supposed to be here.
But you're always here,
Because
so here you
I'm
are.
always
Embrace
usually behind the camera pressing record, but your guest never shows up. So I always have to fill in.
Just know that if I tell you I have a guest coming in for the show, that just be prepared to be on the show because the guest ain't coming.
Okay. All right. Well,
So now Twillz and Lack. Rack with Twillz and Lack. Settled?
sure.
Thank you.
With that being said, I'm giving ends to my friends, and it feels stupendous. Life is grand. Like the candy bar. I'm about to talk poetic because I am so.
Oh.
Damn it! You ruined the whole. What?
Sorry. I just had a thought. You triggered a thought.
Go.
Listening to NPR today, as I do sometimes, they were talking about AI, and there's this thing.
Allen Iverson.
Artificial intelligence.
Okay, my bad.
And I don't know if you're all familiar. Feel free to hop in. But they were talking about this one app that pretty much kids are now using to write papers and to cheat their way through school. But it's apparently used for a lot more things. It's called Chat GPT. And it's artificial intelligence that can like write essays. This college professor said he used it to create his syllabus. Intro to his lecture. People are doing it for like stories, like the first draft of a story. So like, for example, you could say, hey, write me a NPR radio story about frogs. And in that language, like that style, he would come up with facts about frogs or whatever. And like for kids, they could say, hey, write me a high school book report, English book report on Charles Dickens, whatever.
Yes.
And so, like, that's how a lot of teens are using it.
Yes.
Like, we're just finding out about it. Teens have been on this thing.
Yes.
And so they're saying, like, it's the way you should think about this app is a intern who is eagerly wanting to please you, but may also come across as, lying to you because sometimes its facts aren't always correct.
Oh boy.
So it's confidently lying to you as well. So you have to double check it. You can't just let it be.
Okay, I like that. I like that aspect into it because now you have to double check and cross reference like is this true? So I do like when you can write a paragraph, story, outline where it flows and it's clean and clear, all phonetically, grammatically, correct. But the person who created the idea, who told the AI to do this needs to read through and be like, does this make sense? Let me cross references. So that helps. Yeah,
another way it could be used, kind of like Grammarly, like if you wrote a chapter from one of your books, you upload it to the app, and it will just be like, it will clean it up.
Oh boy!
Or you could you could say like rewrite it. So it's like, well, now are we talking about ethics? Because now you have authors saying I came up with this work, but it's also using AI to create it. Like I could be like, hey, I got a script idea about this, that, and the other. Write me a script.
Script is different.
But it's artificial intelligence. So people are like, radio people on NPR, they're like, man, we're about to be replaced. Like if you just say, the guy said he did an interview where somebody went into chat the app and was like, can you create interview questions for this person? and all the questions he answered, he didn't know was created by the app.
Wow.
So it's just like different ways of productivity. Business people are using it to write their bios, helping them with presentations.
I'm doing it.
We could be like, do me an Instagram post. I don't know, like to just help you with.
Because I have my second book already written. I just haven't went back to do like a second draft to kind of.
Like you could upload that bad
whole
boy.
entire thing. I'm like, let me clean this up for me.
And then and so when you said that, when you started rhyming, it triggered me because after he did the thing about frogs, he was like, now write this into a rhyming poem.
Yo.
And so it was a rhyming poem with facts about frogs.
Yo.
So that's why I'm saying it can do
so
stuff.
you can write raps for people too?
Yes.
Give me a very smart, intellectual rap with a lot of big words about puns of
So I want to try
characters.
it. I'm really curious about it.
Take my money. I don't know if it's a free trial or not. I like that.
I seen I was like looking on the phone and I saw different two different apps. So I have to figure out which one. One had 1 star, so I was like, that can't be it. That's not what they talking about.
Only problem, I'm almost certain that it won't be exactly the same every single time.
Right.
So it's hard for a teacher to see if it's
Plagiarism. Yeah.
Right. Because it's art.
Right.
It's like figuring out how they said. Let me see. What up, Moyo?
Moyo.
Why use it if I gotta double check? Well, as in, you ever seen the AI? This is what I'm assuming. You know the AI picture thing that everyone's been doing. Mm-hmm. Like you will see something off a little bit, like somebody's eye be cockeyed, somebody's hand they had like 6 fingers. So when you see stuff like, oh, okay, they tried their best with their little numbers and stuff, and I don't know what the word's called. They're calculating of it. Mm-hmm. Like I seen somebody with 6 fingers. I seen somebody who didn't know how to take the glasses off, so they had like a little stripper on their eye.
That was mine. That was mine. Yours? You saw.
Yeah. So it's like they're trying to figure out how to register this. So when you see those sort of like what the hell is calling me? When you see like it trying to understand and study words or faces, it's like I get it. Let me go back and double check so it helps.
Right.
Yeah, let me see. Dion is so excited about this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am all in like a G-string.
Yeah, and I do like that because like a lot of the AI that we're seeing, like you're saying, it's right now it's at modeling stages. AI can't work without gaining more and more knowledge. Like the more knowledge that it gains, the more accurate it will be. Mm-hmm. But I think also, I was always the kid, like I would reword, I would find like a paragraph, I would find something, and I was like, okay, how can I reword this to be in my own words? Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's part of that as well. Yeah. Learned out later that's still plagiarism, but you know.
Yeah. A lot of times, man, let me tell you something, man. When it comes to Instagram and it comes to
eyes.
Yeah.
The Lens app, guys. Whose eyes? Whose eyes are those?
Yeah, you're looking down. When it comes to these Instagram posts, you be like, "Ooh, I like that." Instead of reposting it, I'm just going to change the verb and noun and rearrange it around so that can be my new phrase. Right. If I was like, "The cat is black," they'd be like, "I won't say it my way. The black cat is superb."
Or cat. You said the cat is black. Black is the cat.
Yeah. Black is the cat. Yeah, people just like just use what they see. Like, I like that. Let me just flip it, reverse it.
Yeah. So I feel like basically, like to Moyo's point, like beta testing is necessary. So like with beta testing, at this phase, we're gonna see like all the stuff. Like you have to. So, like, even like this Chat GPT, it's an open AI. So that means anybody can use it. Like, you can download that mode now.
This is it?
Yep.
So it's called Chat. Okay.
Yeah, and it's optimizing language models for dialogue.
Chat GPT, guys. So look it up. This is where you can upload or ask this AI to write something for you, and it will. I am all in.
Yep.
Like a poker.
We're going to tell you about
game.
it. Yep, for sure.
I will be doing this momentarily. Like
Deanna's
tonight.
like, right now.
My book will be out tomorrow.
Deanna, wait, I didn't get to read it. You didn't ask me to.
Yeah, Moyo said y'all better get sponsors for this. Hell
You right. Really excited to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and get sponsors.
Yeah.
Deanna's like, sold to the highest bidder.
Man, because so this is what happens when it comes to my writing. I wrote a book and it's 120 pages. What typically happens is I will write a book and then I'll write a story and I'll be like, oh, it would be a nice little treat if I put this part right here. So I go to like page 20. I'll leave page 50, go to page 20, and I see something on page 20 like, I said, this is all wrong. Let me fix this. And I'm fixing it, and I'm like, there we go. And I totally forgot that I still have the copy paste, the copy of my supposed to be paste still there. And I'm like, I think I'm done with this page on 20. Let me go get something to eat. And I never come back to that. That mug just sitting there that whole time. And then when I come back, like, I could have swore I wrote this. Where is it? Meanwhile, the laptop has been closed, been opened back up. It's been pushed all the way down because I went to YouTube and copied the link. Now it's still my clipboard, but I don't even know where it's at now because I totally forgot. So now I'm like, what did I say? I had a whole paragraph and dialogue that I don't even know how to.
Would it help you if you had like a second document to paste it so that?
Yeah, I should. Yep.
Then you can just go from there.
Yep, 100%. But I know it happened at least 3 times. So
I remember you telling me this.
But that's why I start emailing myself as soon as I walk away from my computer. I'll walk with my computer and I'll email it to myself. So I have a copy of it. Yeah.
Guess what I did?
What you do?
Well, you were there.
I was there.
I finally watched Boomerang.
You finally watched Boomerang, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Twillz watched Boomerang so we always clown her for the lack of black movies that she's never seen. And she very humbly said to me, before this goes any further, I think we should watch Boomerang. I was like, yes! One of my favorite movies. I haven't seen it since the late 90s. Watching it again, the story structure's all over the place. I didn't realize how much of a bunch of scenes it was.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, it's a great movie, but it's not a traditional story structure.
I think I feel like they had like the A story, but it tossed to like the B story a lot.
Honestly, Martin, Chris Rock they were just fillers. Yeah, I feel like it was a favor. They didn't have nothing to do with the story. Right. It was funny. They definitely was funny. There was a lot of moments where they could have been a montage.
Yeah, I think they spent a lot of time on his backstory, like setting up who he is as a playboy, to stuff like wasn't even necessary. So that whole scene with
homegirl, from, the bad feet. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, Layla.
Yeah. What's her real name?
Layla.
Yeah, I know you're talking about
the one who looks like Robin Givens.
The understudy of Robin Givens.
Well, yeah.
When I was a kid, y'all, if y'all know Boomerang like I do, which is not that great, I always thought that Layla, whatever her name is, and Robin Givens was the same person. Layla
Rashawn.
Yeah, I always thought they was the same person, and I was like, wait, why is he just say he didn't like her because her feet was ugly, and then he's like, now I'm attracted to her again, and I was like, was that a dream sequence? Yeah. And I never put two and two together. I was like, oh, these are two different women.
Like that whole scene, and I guess they wanted to show the whole bad feet scenario. Yeah. But Like, he established himself as a player.
Right. Because that could have been done early. That could have been the first scene of how he got her. He could have done that with multiple women.
Yeah.
Like a montage of it in the beginning. And then his competition was Robin Givens of how he got played. Like it should, that Robin Givens should have came in probably like page like 11 or 12 of like, this is his new feat that he cannot get that easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Halle Berry was, Halle Berry was the
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I want to do more of that. Like, I haven't seen Golden Child. I haven't seen. I don't know the other movies I haven't seen.
Woo!
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen.
I want the knife, please.
I don't even know what you're referring to. Are we still talking about Golden
That's
Child?
Golden Child right there.
Okay. And then. No, I just feel like it's a bunch of movies y'all are always like, and that's the so-and-so. I'd be like, cool, never heard of it.
Well, let's go through the list of black movies. You seen The Wood?
Yeah.
You seen, of course you seen Best Man. You seen, start listening to Moyo. Yes, Watch Party. Name me some black movies. So you say you haven't seen Harlem Nights?
I seen it. I don't remember it at all. I seen it once.
That's probably... hands down, probably the most, with the most celebrities, the most selfless.
I just remember the scene that they did in
Garbage Can.
Yeah, was that the one that they reenacted in Past the Cavassier?
You shot the people in the pinky toe.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, that probably had at least like 15 major stars that were playing their role. No one had like a power trip. Everyone kind of used their scenes. What? You've never seen Harlem Nights either? Oh boy.
Who hasn't seen?
Moyo.
Oh, see? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know how to do a watch party. How does I think Moyo, you told me. How do Tony be watching it so things with people?
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
We can find out.
Of course, Love and Basketball, Love Jones, Brown Sugar.
Mm-hmm. I think like the late '90s movies. I'm good. Like
You seen Baby Boy?
Yeah. Early 2000s.
Don't Be a Menace.
Yep.
So have you seen Deep Cover?
What is that?
Yeah, it is. Here we go. It's not the needed ones. It was one with Lauren Fishburne. It's not really a black movie. It's more of like a black crime fighting movie.
Yeah, no, never heard of it.
Deep Cover black movies.
I haven't seen Shawshank. I don't know if that's one I have to see.
Yeah, seen her app. What you looking up?
I was trying to find, but these are all movies I've seen. I've seen all the Bad Boys. I think by the time I got to college, I was able to catch up on like we were having that burst, like the Brown Sugars and all that.
Jason's Lyrics.
Yeah, that was my girl Ty's favorite movie, so we had to watch it.
Jason's Lyrics. Shit, Dead Presidents, right?
Don't remember it, but I've seen it like 3 times.
Dead Presidents. What about Is it Spin Wheel? With Jada Pinkett and Lorenz Tate?
Never heard of that.
It's not some Spin Wheel. Hold on. What is it called?
Shawshank is a must?
Yeah. It's not really a black movie though. What is it called? Something Well. I can't think of the name of it. With Lorenz Tate and Jada Pinkett. New Jack City?
I think I watched that with you.
I think you watched it with me. That sounds like a lie.
I think I watched it with you. You said Lorenz Tate.
And the Inkwell. Yeah, there we go.
No, never seen it.
The Inkwell. Yeah.
I remember when it came out. I was young. I wasn't allowed to watch it, I don't think.
Yeah, it was kind of freaky. How about Cornbread Earl and Me?
Watched that in film school. I went to Howard Film School. We watched that.
How about Cooley High? Ooh.
Was that the one with the
oh boy,
so hard to remember at the end of it? Yeah, I watched that one. I confess I got that confused with Cornbread Earl and Me, and I watched both. But yes. Yeah, I've seen both.
How about
I watched a lot of blaxploitation stuff for, I think for, what you call it, film school as well.
How about Lean on Me?
Yes.
Woo! That pause right there.
Yes. I was like, what is Lean on Me?
Lean on
yes.
Me.
Fair East Side. I remember.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I've only seen the version that comes on television back in the day.
So you don't hear the cussing.
I don't never heard any of the cussing.
Yeah, you ain't heard the cussing yet. How about Soul Food?
Yeah. The Family F My Husband.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen that.
Two Can Play That Game.
Yes.
Players Club. Woo!
Wait, that's what Diamond?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm good at this. I'm good.
Good.
I got this.
Players Club.
I've never seen Belly.
It's not worth it.
Okay.
It's just beautiful. Belly is just a great music video.
Okay.
And it's I think Hype Williams' first movie.
I've never seen State Property.
Yep. How about there's another one the same State Property and Paid in Full.
Nope, never seen it.
Yes, those are two right there, good ones. Yeah.
So hard to say goodbye. Yes, that one.
No, that's the.
And we were talking about earlier for.
It ain't a movie. She's talking about the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, like for, I don't know. Weirdly enough, when you study film, like even at Carolina, which is a white school, when I studied film, they always paid homage to Spike. Spike
you can
Lee.
go through all Spike Lee's movies. I don't know why I totally forgot about Spike Lee.
Well, I was gonna say so there were certain films like
Brooklyn.
Do the Right. No, I've never seen that. Do the Right Thing. We watched
School Days.
Parts of it. I've seen parts of School
boy.
Days.
Big Brother on my teeth.
Yeah, no.
What else? What other Spike Lee movies? Those are the three big ones.
And then when I took a black and films course, we watched like Bamboozled, and then we watched
Jungle Fever with Wesley Snipes.
Never seen it.
And
I seen White Man Can Jump.
It is.
Can't jump. Jump. Yep.
X.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's fun. I am Malcolm X. The end.
Yeah.
I am Malcolm X.
How about American Gangster?
Oh, with the Jay-Z song on it?
What?
The Frank, what's his name story?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, but I'm saying Jay-Z had an album inspired by it. No, I've never seen it, but I know I've heard Jay-Z's album.
Oh boy, we gotta remember these down, yo. You running low. Low fuel. That was later. That was like 2010.
I know.
You said when I got older, I start catching up.
I listen. You heard all the films I did.
Yeah.
Howard had me watching. They were like, that's how I'm watching most of the films I said I watched.
Only black movie I haven't seen that is a quote unquote must from people would say is New Jersey Drive. I haven't seen that one.
Never heard of it.
New Jersey Drive.
What about Mississippi Masala?
Never heard of that one either.
With Denzel Washington?
I thought it was Mississippi Burning.
No, wait. It's Mississippi. Was it Denzel in it?
I thought it was Mississippi Burning.
That is a movie. M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, P-P-I. Masala.
Why don't say S? Just say S. Why crooked letter? That's even longer.
Mississippi Masala with Denzel.
Isn't he in Mississippi Burning as well?
I don't know. That was the cover. Mississippi Burning.
Also, something blues.
Lady
Sings the Blues? No. Something blues. What is it? What is it?
Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues.
I've seen that. And Lady in a Blue Dress. I've seen.
Yep.
I like Mo Better Blues. Again, I only seen the television version of Mo Better Blues. Mississippi Burning only has white people in it.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious to know what white celebrity is really racist, and they have to play like a normal white person
that's loving the blacks.
No, we're not loving the blacks, but as in like, hey, who was that? Who's that singing? Like, hey,
William Dafoe.
William Dafoe. There is this movie that I want you to play. We're willing to pay you $6 million. Your love interest would be Angela Bassett. He's like, it's gonna take a lot. I need more than that. He's like, why? He's like,
no.
Because it's like, I got,
yeah.
He don't want to say it, but he's like, you're putting me out of my comfort.
Right.
My friends back in the clubs will not be happy with this.
Yo, speaking of, I need to do more research.
On the Klux?
On the Ku Klux.
Okay.
So apparently...
Why can't you just call them the Klux?
The Klux.
Okay.
All right. So apparently in California, there was a bill that was passed that says Black Californians will get some type of, what's the word we always ask for? Reparations. Mm-hmm. Because it showed that there was indeed a history of police officers, like in a certain period of time, like maybe the 60s, 70s, that were influenced by, that were infiltrated by the Ku Klux Klan. And because of that, Black people were unfairly targeted and things like that. Mm-hmm. So like Black Californians or descendants of Black Californians are going to get some money, but they haven't talked through, they're still trying to figure out how that's going to work. But I was like, I'm from North Carolina, but I've been here 15 years.
Right.
Do I get some?
Yeah.
Do I get reparations?
Mm-hmm. Reparations.
But when you said, I don't know, when you said the Klux, I thought of that.
The Klux.
And now the Klux sound too cool. Like they need to sound corny.
I mean, what is let's break the word down.
I don't know what that means.
I get Klan because they got to keep up with the K's. What's a coup? A coup means what? Like
it's not the actual. They don't spell it. Like I need to know what the.
Let's break it down. A coup means that we're forming a union or something, right? It's a coup. It's like
right. So maybe that is what they were trying to do. White supremacist terrorist group. So maybe they were trying to overtake the government, as in a coup.
A coup.
That's what they was trying to do.
Right. A coup. We're overtaking the government, but then
they're ridiculous.
How's that ridiculous? And but what the Klux what the Klux come talking about? Because it's K-L
the Klux
Klux, right?
Yeah.
You gotta answer that.
It's just a bunch of emails.
Okay, we handle that. I can talk to the people.
It's fine.
Nah, I talk to the people.
Go ahead.
Go ahead with what?
It's just something that's already been said. I don't know, like. Anyway. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like looking up the racist history of.
Why, you don't want your browser history?
Yeah.
You got a pocket.
Because when I look up Ku Klux Klan, it was like a push.
I'm actually curious to know, because is there anything positive about the Ku Klux Klan on the internet?
I'm sure.
As in, like, if I Google it, what is the positive thing they say on there? Because then on the flip side, somebody who are a part of the Klan, looking up like the Black Panther Party, like what are they seeing?
I mean, because there's all those. There's still so many websites about white nationalism and things like that, especially now. So I'm sure it's easy to find like positive things, like where people like to spin, and it's like, I'm not against anybody. I'm just for my people. That type of.
What's the positive? Look it up for me.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I want to see, because if you look up,
you want my Google browser.
I'm not saying positive. I'm just saying, what is the top 3 searches? What are they saying about Ku Klux Klan? Because it's Google is non-biased, right?
I don't know. I don't work there. Ku Klux Klan song and lyrics by Still Plus.
You went to song?
Oh, I didn't even.
Why'd you type in song?
I didn't type it. It did it automatically. Calm down.
I was like, yes.
There's a Wikipedia page.
Mm-hmm. And what's the first thing to say?
Commonly shortened to the KKK, is an American white supremacist, right-wing terrorist, and hate group.
Okay, so that's negative. What's the next one say?
This is from the Southern Poverty Law Center. They have a long history of violence, is the oldest and most infamous American hate group.
Okay, negative.
The Encyclopedia Britannica. either of two distinct U.S. hate organizations that employ terror in pursuit of their white supremacist goals.
Okay, all these are negative. So I don't know what they're avoiding on the internet. I'm not saying anything positive it can happen from, but if you type in like Black Lives Matter, what do they say about that? What do they say?
Black Lives Matter. See, they have the official website. So it's a global network builds power to bring justice, healing, and freedom to Black people across the globe. The next one is Wikipedia. It's a decentralized political and social movement that seeks to highlight racism, discrimination, and racial inequality. Wikipedia, anybody can change
Anybody
it.
can write that.
Yeah. The Britannica says it's an international social movement formed in the U.S. dedicated to fighting racism and anti-Blackness.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the Howard Law Library.
Nothing. I mean, I don't know, man. Nobody said anything negative.
But it's also like so.
Your
Also,
algorithms.
I don't know. I won't say your algorithm is based up on like how well you do search engine optimization. So the word Black Lives Matter is great because you type it, like you could type it in multiple times on your website, you tag it, whatever. Like if you know how to use your SEOs and things like that, it can come to those good things. And then like you can help push the good stuff up. So it might not be biased, but it's still formed on some type of algorithms, if you will. Like search what pops up.
Do this for me. Why are Black people, and they leave it like that. Let's see what the top.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what it says.
I did not see this going like this, guys.
Yeah. This is good.
Why are Black people
What's the top?
fast?
What's the next one?
Lactose intolerant. Why are Black people's eyes yellow sometimes?
Yellow sometimes.
Why are Black people so tall? Why are Black people's hair different textures different? Why are Black people scared of changes?
Scared of I did not say that. No. Yo, the last one says, why are Black people scared of chainsaws? Who's not? Why did somebody type that in?
You said it was not.
Why did someone type that in? It was like, that's weird. You see how them Black people run? Oh, it's just a chainsaw. Let's type it in. That has to be genetics. Okay, so type it. Replace white people.
Oh my gosh.
Replace it with
I was
white
not
people.
ready for that. Okay.
Oh, this is great. What are you talking about?
Why are white people white?
What? That's it?
And why are white
it?
people called Caucasian? So obviously we're not Googling.
We ain't Googling white. We don't care about white people. We don't care about white people. I am. Oh man, we don't Google that a lot.
But apparently they are Googling us.
Chainsaws, yo. Chainsaws.
Who said that?
Listen.
Black people scared of chainsaws.
Look at that. They keep running. Look at this. This has got to be genetics. Let's type in Asian people.
No. Why we got to go through all the
Because
stereotypes?
we're not typing it in. We're not doing it.
I feel like somehow this is wrong.
We're not typing this in.
Nobody's asking why are Asian people.
No. It has to be. Yeah.
So why are Asian?
Yeah, there we go.
I don't feel like doing this.
I'll do it.
It feels wrong.
No, I'll do it.
It's fine when it's black and white. Don't bring the other groups.
Why?
The stereotype. I feel like it's stereotypes. It's playing.
Oh, okay.
It plays Kanye West. Let's not do it.
I will do all the ones that's not stereotypes. Y'all can guess what they say about Asian people.
I'm not playing into
Do
this
the
game.
ones that's not Asian. This is not stereotypes.
Why are Asians smart? That's a stereotype. Why are Asian elephants endangered? Mm-hmm. Why are Asian parents so strict on grades?
On grapes?
Grades.
Oh.
Why are Asian restaurants closed on Mondays? Somebody was pissed.
Impossible.
Every time.
I want my chicken fried rice.
Every time. Oh my gosh. So that was funny.
I mean, look, take out white. Why are white? I feel like it should be a lot more.
Why are white lies okay? Why are white blood cells high?
Never mind.
Why are white dogs deaf? What? Why are white cats deaf? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's it. Apparently, black people got a lot.
yeah,
I'm not happy with that.
people are curious about our blackness and have been
I
for a
am
while.
not happy with that, yo. I feel like your Google got exhausted. I don't like that.
Man, I want to know why we scared of chainsaws too, and why are other people scared of chainsaws?
Yeah.
Is what I want to know.
I was assuming that it's gonna be a lot more other people talking about chainsaws.
Maya said that was me.
That was me?
Google closed on Mondays.
She likes her Chinese food.
Oh my gosh. One, I didn't even note that was a thing.
Man, I'm terrified of chainsaws.
I didn't know I don't think in my list of like, what are you scared of? Chainsaws were on there. But like, if somebody was coming at me with a chainsaw,
Yes.
I'll absolutely run.
Somebody can come at me with a unlit candle. I'm still running.
An unlit one?
It don't gotta be lit. There's no threat at all. It'll wax me to death, man.
Oh my gosh.
Chainsaws.
Y'all, that's funny.
That's it. That's a fire question. Because the fact that it was in the top 10 questions
That
this
somebody
happened
somewhere,
often.
somebody somewhere, their parents were like, well, you know black people scared of chainsaws.
Yeah.
Really? Why is that? So you say black people, or they watched the movie. Is there a movie where we're running from chainsaws? I need to know.
And why weren't the other races not running?
That's funny. And you know, like, to go further, like how there is always a curiosity with blackness, or an obsession to understand things that are different, and to be like a group that historically has been hated and still systematically experiencing these things. There are places where there are like no black people in this country.
Yeah. Right,
So still. And so when there is still like that, oh, a black person, like there's curiosity, especially like you imagine you a kid or a grown person. You spent your whole life, you never really interacted with black people. You never seen a black person, but you hear these stereotypes, or you heard something, you saw something on a movie, you're going to Google it.
Right.
Where like, I feel like as black people, we can live in communities where we don't see white people all day, but it's so normalized to be white in this society that your curiosity isn't the same way.
It is.
Period.
It is. I'm actually curious to know, for the folks that's still in the feed, Google why do black people and let me know what popped up in y'all feed from y'all list. I gotta hear more funnier. I'm saying that. I'm keeping that. More funnier phrases.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Is this our last one for the year? Maybe?
It's up to you, dude.
Well, let's just work with it. Let's go with, this is the end of 2022.
Man, last week was just January.
Right. I feel like the end of the year just speeds up, like warp speed. I think, for me, it's been a good year. I'm not going to complain. It's been a good year. But I was just thinking, I was like, man, like, I feel like some good albums came out this year.
100%.
We had Kendrick. We had Beyonce. Those are the two I played all the time. I'm sure the Swifties are excited with what they got.
The Swifties.
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Rihanna dropped a song. We got Wakanda Forever. We got Woman King.
Yeah.
There were some beastie movies out. Some good movies.
Good movies, yo. Every year has good movies.
I mean, I'm just thinking like the highlights of my year this year. Like, I feel like some effed up stuff happened. Again, we lost some major, like some shocking losses this year. But
just recently, Twitch.
Man.
The W was capitalized.
Yeah, it is.
Which I never knew that.
That is just, that was.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And we were talking about this. You never know. what people go through.
Never know.
And people stay happy. I'm using them with quotation fingers. People smile to hide their pain.
Yeah.
And you can't even say, but why? And it's like, you don't know what they're dealing with.
Right.
But now it's more so like, let's have a conversation with his closest friends, wife, children. What did you see? What did he say? What did he accidentally slip out?
And I'm sure like friends and family are already asking the thing. If you've lost somebody that way, you're asking yourself like, is there something I could have done? Is there something I could have seen? Sometimes the struggle is really silent. I don't care how close you are to that person. The struggle is absolutely silent. You don't know. And then I'm sure if you're having ideations of like, you know, going through the process of suicide, you don't always share that with people. It's also like a thought that you feel like you can push down. Like, okay, that's silly. And it's also scary. Like I can imagine people, if you have those ideations and then you see somebody on that level of Twitch doing it, like it's scary because you're like, man, I might actually really act on this thing. And then if you're already having those ideations and if it already is, and then it gets really heavy on you, then you're just like, this is my solution. And if you've never been to that point where you say like, it might be easier if I wasn't here, then it's really hard for you to like understand. I mean, it's hard for any of us to understand, but especially because it's one of those things where people suffer a lot of times silently. And you feel like you have to be happy and you feel like you have to be strong. You have to support people. Those are usually the people, in my experience, the people who've left this place too soon, who died by suicide, are always like the happiest people. Like the first time somebody I knew committed suicide was in high school. Everybody absolutely loved this dude. Everybody was, my year, we were all devastated. When like, cause he just had so much going for him and he was just the guy that everybody loved. He did have some tough stuff going on at home, but like at school, he was like the guy. He's a white dude. Everybody loved him. Like he was everybody's guy. And then the fact that we lost him like that, you wouldn't expect.
Right.
And that happened same to a couple of siblings who lost people. Like that's always the story. And it's just like, wow. So you don't even know. So you could say check in on your strong friend, but your strong friend might not share it, or your strong friend might not even know that they're about to go through this period of overwhelming things that they can't handle at that moment. Yeah.
I kind of feel like, I'm not trying to make this a spiritual thing, but I kind of feel like it's very demonic to put yourself into I can't handle this. Like if it's not, of course you could be in pain of like I'm dealing with a cancer, throat cancer. I can't swallow. My joints hurt. Like everything I do, it hurts. It's better if I just not even hear because I don't like I'm slowing everyone's life down. I can quote unquote see that being a reason to kill yourself.
This is if you haven't been there, like it's hard.
Right.
Like it's. So I do believe the enemy has come to steal, kill, and destroy. And it's something that you can play on. But I also think it's dangerous. Like I feel like growing up, you always heard, well, somebody commits, if they kill themselves, they're going to hell. Like that's murder. You killed yourself, you're going to hell. A person is mentally struggling.
Right.
A person, like you said, it could be pain or mental pain, like mental torment is a different type of experience. To be so depressed that you don't want to get out your bed. To be so depressed you don't want to eat. To be so depressed that you think everybody around you would be so much better if you never even existed. That's a pain that you can't express. And is it like played upon? Is there a demonic element to that? Like is there a cesspool of evil that's just allowing more people to feel that way? Probably yes. But as a thing that actually like I've had heavy periods of depression and like you just feel like you're going through life this like cloud and this weight over you, and there's periods of time that I just don't remember. Like I know something might have happened. Like there's like at least 2 or 3 years where it just feels like a blur because I was just going through like And it's just like, I was sad. There's nothing I could do. People who were really, really close to me knew that I was like, something was different. Somebody like at work was like, you're just not the same. Like, you don't have that same spirit. But all I could do was do the work. I think we were still making films at that time. Like, it was stuff like you're still trying to like pull yourself through and go through the actions. But I was so low where friends would come and just knock on my door. Like, I don't think I ever got to the part of like ideation, but like a fleeting thought might have been like, it'd have been easier if I wasn't here. It'd have been easier. And so that's why I say, like, if that's like the lowest I've got, I can understand how somebody actually goes through it and wants to do it.
Right.
So it's heavy. So I will say, like, get therapy, surround yourself with loved ones, check in on people. And this is something I never really talked about till after I went through it. And my friends were like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say something? Girl, you know we love you. We got you. And it's like, you don't want to feel like a burden, because especially being a strong friend, people come to you to talk. Right. And it's just like, I don't want to feel like a burden to people. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix this. And I just know that like if I pray about it, I have faith, something's going to happen. I've always, I grew up in the church. I grew up Christian. So like, I think that was also the period where it was so low for me that I couldn't go to church. Like I was like, I don't feel like there's anything there for me, so I'm not going to go. So it's a low period.
You know what tends to happen is, what if we are all low? We are all working on fumes, but from praising and work and money, parties, accolades and affirmations from other people that lift you up.
Yeah.
And then when people take a break on social media, you stop going on social media, you have a week off of work.
Yeah. And
you start to feel like, I am worthless. I've always been here, but I never said I needed help because I always felt great from all this affirmation. Yeah. You're good. Good job. Money. And you're a blessing. Let's go on vacation. I want to hang out with you. You're your best person. And I was like, I'm going to give you a break, or no more social media, or no more work. Money's, it's like, oh God, why is everything so heavy now? Yeah. And it's like, I never tapped into this to see who I am without all this.
All the praise and all that. Right. And I think that's why we see stuff, like, because Twitch, for example, is a guy who had, like, everything. Yeah. Seemingly had everything. Right. And so, again, we don't know what he's going through. There's people that seemingly have it all together. Life is great. They seem to have money, whatever it is. And it's like, if you're dealing with that, if you haven't dealt with that internal thing, and I don't want to, like, be misquoted, because at the same time, I know that. So there's one thing where it's like, you think like those things people think will sustain them, and so they feel high, and the minute it's taken away, it does something to them. There's also other people that needs meds to actually, like, there's a chemical imbalance, and they feel low no matter how much praise, how much love or whatever that they get. With or without, they feel low. And that's a chemical imbalance. And so for that, I say go to therapy, get a doctor, like talk to your doctor about it, because those are things that can help. And sometimes those, like the medicines we see with Kanye, your meds might not be working the same way. You have to change something else. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. And that's why I say self-care is the best care, and get mental health, because that's the one thing that we overlook. But yeah, like I do think people sometimes need that validation so much that it makes them feel like they're living, and then haven't had a chance to actually like deal with like, this is who I am. These are my insecurities. This is why I'm not, like, you have to, it's important to go through those moments and not rely on social media.
Yeah, man. I had one of those exhausting moments last week of like, whew, like I think after the hip hop show, I felt like a big sigh of relief, like, man, we got through that. Yeah. But then it was like back to reality, like back to, creating my own sort of content and new buzz, new season. Yeah. What's next? And it's like, like marketing for the show, and it was like I don't know what direction I should go right now.
Right.
And it was just like a lot of now, just kind of like I'm just gonna lay down.
Yeah.
So it was just
Yeah.
Obviously we have a troll in here. Sometimes it's never too late. What? I don't know what that is.
But yeah, I was going to add to that, like you said, like sometimes I think like at this moment now, it's important for you to know that, like, hey, when I'm in a down cycle, I might feel like when I'm coming off a break, I need to like then give myself time to regroup and adjust and start a new plan without feeling like that's the thing, that last thing is the thing that's going to sustain, or that like, so I'm not losing that high. Like, I know that I need to readjust. This is reality. Who am I? I'm Dion. I'm good with life. All right, back to this project to go on with. I hate to cut this short, but I got another meeting to go on.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
Before we go, we're going into 2023. I saw a meme that was like, it's almost 2023, and nobody posting their 2023 goals. Are y'all that shook? Are we too afraid?
Yeah, but this is the first year, man. I felt like for the past, I would say past 18 years, we've said the next year is my year.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm tired of lying. But every year has been progressive.
But no, I mean, like, I think this meme was more like, because you walked into 2020 like, this is my year.
Yeah. And then you got smacked in the face.
We were all smacked. Like, I will always say, like, how PT came in, that last message of 2019, and he was like, there's going to be a great shake, and there's this and that. Like, like, some things are going to be moved. Mm-hmm. Everybody was like, yes, Lord, hallelujah. And I was like, this just feels uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't know if I want a great shaking or a great reveal.
You did not say that.
I promise I told Naya this. 100, you can ask her. I was like, everybody was excited about a great reveal, and I was like, that sounds scary to me. Mm-hmm. So
welcome to the jungle.
And then people were like, okay, 2020 is over. We're going to 2021. It's oh crap, this year still, like So it's just like, take life as it comes. Mm-hmm. Take the good stuff.
Take advantage
of it. Don't take life for granted.
Yeah.
Don't take friends for granted. I love you, dude. You're my guy.
I love you too, Twillz.
So yeah, like, don't take friendships for granted. Don't take people for granted. Mm-hmm. Love everybody.
Yeah. Love each other. Love yourself. Love your family.
Except for Donald Trump.
Well, I said love your family. Love you.
Well, because I said love everybody in my mind. Yeah.
You out of pocket. So with that being said, this is Dion Lack. I have on Thusky gear from our Lacktoast store. We also have.
I have on the iDirect gear. I believe this is limited edition. I'll see if it's still on the store, but this is LTE merchandise at our LTE store.
Yep.
Check it out.
We be having stuff on the merch.
Yeah, man.
We don't know if this is the last episode of the year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, watching, having a ball with us. Spicy, Falcon, Moyo, and
Isaac was here. Kid was here.
Yeah.
There's somebody else here. I think maybe that's 7. I don't know. Appreciate you guys.
Moyo with the Thusky shirt the other day. Kid Clip with from the Yip, as Chaz would say. He's back. Twillz is about to get on. Is Moyo gone? No, she's in here. Twillz is about to get on to it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock Zoom call for work.
All right, y'all. So she has to get to work. Thank y'all so much. Need those Thusky teddy bear basket shorts in my life. You hear that, Twillz?
Basketball shorts. So we have them.
We have them?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, whoever won.
Yeah, if you won, please DM me.
So she can send.
At Twilla Amin, TWILLAAMIN. Send me your sizes, because I'm trying to do one order at once. I got Fifi. I got Zuper. That's it.
Everybody in here, I think. Except Kid Clip. He never watched the hip hop show. He don't support.
But I'm saying those are the only 2 sizes I got. So Send me your sizes, the colors. Let me send your gift.
All right. Love y'all so much. I'm gonna keep this feed up so y'all can listen to her. No, I'm joking.
Talk to y'all later. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye. Keep from the get.
Did that.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
What?